Analysis subject. This is Dr. Madhusudan, PhD, Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering. In this session, we will learn Wien bridge oscillator. Wien bridge oscillator is Wien is a scientist. He found this oscillator and he made one bridge with an amplifier where it acted as a oscillator. So Wien bridge oscillator produces sine waves which uses RC network as a frequency determining portion of the circuit. So RC network is a main reason here to generate a oscillator. Because of RC component, it will produce a low frequency oscillations and it is suitable for audio frequency. R value, resistance value will be high, usually in terms of kilo ohms, and C will be microfarad. So the frequency generated will be in terms of hertz. Usually it will be 1 hertz to like less than 10 kilohertz, like that. So that is suitable. So usually 1 kilohertz, 2 kilohertz, and audio frequency 20 hertz to 20 kilohertz. This is a suitable oscillator. So this is the Wien bridge oscillator diagram, and this portion, whatever the bridge is looking at the left side, is a Wien bridge. He created this one by using RC component. So maybe it is a part of his PhD work, research work. Usually in oscillator, what happens? The amplifier will give you 180-degree phase shift. The other network whatever we are creating, that should give you 180-degree phase shift or 0-degree 180-degree phase shift compulsory, not 0-degree, because it is giving amplifier is giving 180-degree phase shift, so this should give 180-degree phase shift. So how he created, we will see analysis. We will do analysis of this circuit. So what he made, this is like Wheatstone bridge only. So two resistance, one side he has taken, the other side he has taken one impedance this side, one impedance this side. So R1 and C1 makes one impedance Z1, consider it as a Z1, and R2 and C2 consider it as a Z2. Then this impedance network only is important. This left side impedance network only is important to generate phase shift of 180-degree. Then how it will work, we will see. The feedback voltage whatever we are giving, that will be connected between the point number 1 and point number it is a 3. It is a common ground between the amplifier output and here, and the voltage across second Z2, like pin number here it is a 4 and 3, will be fed back to the amplifier, and this is a common pin between input and the output for the bridge. And voltage across Z2 is given when we give to feedback, and it act as a 180-degree phase shift. That we will see how it works. So here you see frequency of operation. If this is the feedback, what you can say, voltage from the amplifier, out of that we are taking a portion of the output across Z2 and we are giving it to amplifier. So first one is ZS. S means a series. So R1 and C1 are in series. So it is R1 plus 1 by SC1 is act as a ZS, series impedance. And this one, second one is the parallel impedance, ZP, 1 by SC2 and parallel with the R2. So like that we have to connect it and we have to calculate. So this is the overall diagram. So this is a series network and this is the parallel network, and input is given to amplifier 1. Here actually the phase shift is they are considering for 0-degree. Here it is a oscillations and it is a 180-degree, and here another 180-degree, so 360-degree, and the degree phase shift from the RC network, considering they are as a 0-degree. Only portion of the voltage will be fed back to the amplifier 1. So in this diagram they created like this. So how to calculate the frequency of operation is, consider the feedback circuit as shown in above figure on applying voltage divider rule. So if you apply voltage divider rule, it will come V naught into ZPS divided by ZP plus ZS. So voltage across ZPS we are going to consider for the next stage. So where ZS is equal to the ZS is a series impedance and Z2 is the parallel impedance. And considering R1 is equal to R2 equal to R for making of easy calculation, and considering C1 equal to C2 equal to C, and solving, we will get this equation for that. So voltage across that feedback gain, we will get this much, and it is in the S domain. S domain is a Laplace transform domain. And S is equal to, sigma plus j omega. Consider sigma equal to 0, and S is equal to j omega. You have to substitute j omega in this equation, so that according to Barkhausen criteria, the phase shift must be 0. So put S is equal to j omega in the above equation, and make the denominator wherever j omega will come, that equation you make it to 0. Then what happens? You will get this equation. You will get this equation, 1 minus c square r square omega square equal to 0. Why we are making the j term? We are making 0. J term is a complex number where it is a phase angle, so phase angle must be 0. So we are making this equal to 0. By this we are getting f is equal to 1 by 2 pi rc. And if you substitute this f is equal to 1 by 2 pi rc in the above equation, that equation, main equation, we will get a feedback voltage is equal to v out by 3. Vf means at least minimum, the feedback voltage must be v out by 3. Then only it is act as a oscillator. Otherwise it will give a damping oscillator. So the voltage will decrease with respect to time. So if you want a constant oscillations, this condition must be satisfied. Feedback voltage must be equal to or greater than v out by 3. This implies that the non-inverting gain of the amplifier should be slightly greater than 3, so that the loop gain condition is satisfied. Then this much of frequency of oscillation will come, and this is the condition criteria for to maintain that frequency, v out by 3. So what is the advantages of Wien bridge oscillator? The circuit provides a good frequency stability using very are only resistance and capacitance components. It provides a constant frequency of output frequency. So only it depends on the quality of the R and C, the phase or changing frequency and other things. If you use good quality of a component, so it will give a constant frequency it will give. The operation of the circuit is quite easy, direct form it is there. The overall gain is high because of two stages of amplifier. If you use, the overall gain will be high. The frequency of oscillation can be changed easily by changing the either capacitance or resistance in that branch, impedance branch, Z1 or Z2. That if you change the impedance, the frequency can be changed easily. So disadvantages: the circuit cannot generate a high frequency. As you know, it is only uses R and C. So high frequency is not possible to generate. Two resistance and number of components are required for this circuit. Means two stages of amplifier we are using for the construction of Wien bridge oscillator. So this is quite extra one amplifier is required, but it will give a good stability. So simplified design, actually frequency of oscillation is given by this 1 divided by 2 pi root of R1 C1 R2 C2. But if you take R1 equal to R2 equal to all are equal, if you take, it will come F equal to 1 by 2 pi RC. So directly direct answer, direct frequency of oscillations is depending on 1 by 2 pi RC, directly RC component, if you take R1 equal to R2 and C1 equal to C2. So the one example, numerical small example we will consider. Given a frequency of 1 kilohertz and capacitance is equal to 0.01 microfarad, calculate R. So by this equation you can calculate. Please pause the video and do the numerical and compare the result answers in the next slide. Please pause the video, do the numerical, calculate the value of R, note it down and compare it. Solution of the previous example is F is equal to 1 kilohertz, C is equal to 0.01, and substitute that into F equal to 1 by 2 pi RC. So the resistance value will come as a 15.9 kilo ohm. So compare your answer. So in the next video coming up, LC oscillators and types etc. will be discussed. So as usual, subscribe my channel. If any doubts, please comment. If you are in touch with me, you can contact me. Thank you for watching this video.